I can't believe I get the opportunity to chat with you first blush after England advances to the quarterfinals in the Euro Cup, sir.
Holy crap, Rich. All it took for England to win a big boy game in a tournament against the Germans was for me to release a book about my love of the United States of America.
The timing is unique. Let's just put it that way. But you must be out of your skull right now, Roger.
Well, I want to be completely clear to you, Rich Eisen, to your audience. Although my accent does scream Liverpool, my heart is, Team America. I have become American. I ride with America when America play England, as they did in the Women's World Cup, where Alex Morgan sipped tea and told Piers Morgan exactly where he could put it. I root for the Americans all day and all night. But I will say, having said that, as a child of Liverpool, to watch France crap the bed yesterday in the Euros and then the Germans today, I'll just say that doesn't get old, Rich. This is the first time in my life England have beaten Germany in tournament play. They've been Ralph Wiggum perpetually since 1966 against Germany every single time. Just the Germans just know how to do us. This was a day in which English dreams will now be turned up to 11.
And I know, again, your book is about being reborn in the USA and what your book is about. That said, what is it going to be like on the streets of London tonight, right now, Roger?
Not just London. Picture the whole nation of England will just be like one giant city of Philadelphia. They better grease those telephone poles, is all I am telling you. We are the whole of England, and I often split with my pronouns. When I say we, I mean they.
Yes.
It will be Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl, and this was just a round of 16 game. There is no doubt in my mind we will probably go and crap the bed in the next game against Sweden or whatever. But honestly, for England to beat Germany, I want to be clear, the only thing they can do better than beating the Germans, Germany are just, they are the Death Star for us. They are just so unbelievably powerful. We essentially today, I don't like to be hyperbolic, but we saw Luke Skywalker fire a proton torpedo down an air duct. That's how much of a remarkable spectacle it was for me to witness today. It was genuinely incredible. And it doesn't matter. Yes, they may now go on. We can talk about how deep. But this day, for England, ballads will be written about this day. Tapestries will be woven. Fathers, sons, mothers, daughters will pass on this story for generations.
Well, and the last 48 hours in this tournament have been just stupendous, Roger. The matches of Monday, with both Spain and France blowing 2-goal leads, and ultimately the French, as you put it, crapping the bed. And
that's how you say it in French, Rich.
Melding I don't know. I don't know how to say bed. I took French in high school. My wife's fluent in it. I'm less than, basically, is what I'm saying.
Mate, they did crap the bed. It's been just every game feels like the Golden State Warriors giving up a 3-1 lead. It is genuinely, first of all, this tournament it's remarkable it's happening at all. Remember, this was cancelled last summer as the whole continent was under the grip of the pandemic. So to see just 11 cities across Europe, many with fans packing the stadium again, that's enough for me. It's a remarkable thing. Granted again after what we've been through. But the players then stepped up. Their national team jerseys, they're singing their national anthems, and this tournament does feel special for them. You can see there's almost a joy as they take the field, the joy of kids, the naive joy of being together. They are not taking it for granted either. And the football, these guys are exhausted, they're shattered, they played pandemic seasons, they are utterly mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, and they are just going for it. It's a tournament in which no lead is safe. We've all emerged from lockdown. I will say, however much we are going for it in life, no one has emerged from lockdown drunker than Euro 2020.
Roger Bennett here on the Rich Eisen Show. We also could not help but notice the Ruthian shot call from the Men in Blazers Twitter account during the penalty kicks yesterday. Mbappe miscoming, and then sure enough, wow, that was you, I imagine, correct? Not Davies who tweeted that one out.
That was me. Okay. That was a. People don't turn to us for footballing knowledge, Rich. That is a shocking moment. People don't think that we know what we're talking about, or we like people to think that we don't know what we're talking about. But Mbappe is a young giant of the game. The penalty shootout, Americans may. I mean, it's like Russian roulette. It's really a game that is only loosely connected to everything that comes before it. Football's the ultimate team game, and
right.
then if they run out of time, you're like, lads, let's have a one-on-one thing. They should really just have a dance-off. They really should. That's a dance-off between the team's best dancers would be as connected to the game as football as the crucible of the penalty shootout. So this is one of the best players in the world going to the penalty. 12, you're so close. You could touch almost the goalkeeper. But it's just a psychological test of nerve. And Mbappe, who had misfired the whole tournament, you could see he was second-guessing. I mean, he's gone from a world beater to essentially in his shooting action to Shaquille O'Neal at the free-throw line. And it wasn't a surprise. It was not a surprise. And it was very dark. When a player misses and his nation crumples because of his action, it's a lot for one human being, especially one so young. But that if he missed, we will predict he will come back, please God, stronger, more determined, more tenacious for that experience, and will dominate for years to come.
Would you prefer to go first or last in a PK, Roger? What's the benefit?
You mean if United States are in the World Cup final,
yes, sir,
and we're in the huddle, and the manager says, Roger, what are you feeling?
Yeah.
I think, it really doesn't matter to me, to be candid. I'd do whatever our nation needed. I'd do it with soiled underpants, that's for sure, in either position. And I would deliver glory. I would. It would be. I'm built for this. It's one of the sad parts of my life. I dreamt of representing the nation. I still maintain that dream. In my book, I write about meeting the Chicago Bears, the Super Bowl winning team. I met them at the O'Hare Airport at 4 a.m. in the morning. Walter Payton, my hero, Jim McMahon, everybody, a nation's darling, the punky QB. And, of course, William Refrigerator Perry, who was just a carnival of joy. I had his poster above my bed in Liverpool. And at 4 a.m. in the morning, he put his big arm around me. I was 15. I was I dreamt of America. I'd lived through the Bears. Their glory had shown me you could throw off 20 years of failure and self-sabotage and become a winner, which I personally, I needed that in my own personal narrative. And William Perry put his arm around me and he whispered into my ear. He said, dream big dreams. You can do anything. If I can do it, you can too. Which, now I work in sports, I know is just what every athlete says to any kid. It's just every cliche that they whisper to every kid. But back when I was 15, I was like, William Perry is telling me to move to America. And so, I do dream of taking that penalty kick. And when the nation needs me, I am there.
Yes, but would you prefer to go first or last, Roger?
For America's choice, America, I would probably, I think I'd do a job last. That's the most nerve-wracking one. They need the gentleman that brings tenacity. And also, Rich, you know me. I'm dead inside. I have no feelings. So I would not be unnerved by the I would deliver for you,
honestly,
United States of America.
Roger, that's one of the many reasons why I love you, is you fully admit that. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.